Hi Daniel, it's Alice. So let's have a look at your website. I'm just going to share the screen. Say hello to Stella. She's learning to be my assistant. Okay, share the screen. So let's have a look. Angelfishfilms.com. Now I'm not really commenting on the visual and design, but I do really like the yellow at the top. It's a really nice layout. It's very nice to look at. And I like the way that the drop down comes here, but I'm not a designer, and that's not really the purpose of the review, but I do like a bit of yellow. So yeah, you're leading with your videos, which are visually stunning. But if you remember in my Facebook post, I was talking about speaking to the emotional brain, and I would say that's the one thing that your website isn't really doing. And overall, I would say that the thing that needs to shift most, I'm just going to stop sharing my screen. The thing that needs to shift most about this site is what you've got is kind of a smorgasbord of all the things that you do. You've got a list of all the people that you work with, and you're kind of just you've just kind of got the contents of your cupboard. You've put it out on the table, and you're hoping that it's going to be appealing to some people. And I can see that you're obviously getting work, so so you've got a functioning business model, so that's not a problem. I would suggest that the next stage for you is to think about who are your best clients, who are you most interested in working with, who do you work best with, and who do you create the best work for, and start kind of tailoring what you're saying to the clients that you're most interested in attracting from here on out, because it is a very general website, and it's not really specifically speaking to anybody. So the kind of there's a level of excitement that's missing, because there's the level of personal connection that's missing, because you're listing who you can work for and what you can do. You've got some stuff on the front page, and I think we'll go into the actual website now. Actually, I'll start showing you what I mean. Okay. Oh yeah, I have to go to the website for this to work. Great. Yeah, Talking Heads video, engaging funders, inspiring people through film, video production, and web TV. Hello, we are Angelfish Films. We do film, video production, and web TV, and we help out on many diverse online and TV projects. We work on all areas of strategy, design, scripting, film, and graphics, live streaming, and editing. Yeah, and that's kind of the nuts and bolts of what you do. And there's something in between the nuts and bolts of what you do and what your customers' experience is of that. And the more you can focus on your customers' experience, the more powerful it's going to be. And by that I mean, so for example, you've got this video of a girl singing. I don't know who it was for. Okay, let's take this example of the charity, for example. They're funding videos. So actually what you're enabling those charities to do is raise more money so they can do more of what they do. You're helping people see their projects differently. You're helping their constituency see their projects differently, so they can reach a bigger audience, so they can bring more money in, so they can believe in what they're doing, so they can have more leverage. That's really what your films are doing, and the more you can talk about that on your website, the more powerful and compelling it's going to be. What I'm not seeing here, I'm seeing that you are competent, that you have an eye for design, that you can make beautiful pictures. I'm seeing that you have all the kind of pieces in your toolbox. What I'm not seeing is particularly why I should choose you over the next video production company. And I'm sure there's some really good reasons why, but that's not coming through. So let's go straight to the About page, which is the crux of where you tell this story. So who we are, we're a film and video creative production hub. We kind of know that because I know that you're a film production company. That's what you are. What we do, we offer a range of creative and exciting production services. So you need to explain why they're exciting. You need to tell the story of what excites you. And it's okay to be slightly embarrassing about this. What excites you? And it's probably better to talk about the connection that you have with your clients and the work that you do with your clients, the conversations that you have, rather than, oh my God, we've got this new software and it does all of these things. That's not so exciting. What's exciting is that that software will let your clients have a particular experience or a product which enables them to do a particular thing. And that's what you really need to be ranting and raving about on your website. Angelfish understand film, video production, web TV and creative marketing. Well, jolly good. I'm very glad, because if you didn't, you would be a very bad option to make my video. That's like a baseline. All of this really, everything on your website needs to be about calling out why you're different from the competition and why your customers should want to work with you, and why they do want to work with you. Testimonials, we'll come on to that, will be a very good source of clues to answer that question. Ask people why they picked you. Ask people why they would prefer you. It's probably going to be because of the kind of banter that you have when you're having planning sessions. That's the kind of thing that makes people want to come back to you and work with you again, alongside, of course, delivering things on time and getting it right. We have a YouTube channel that gets over 20,000 clicks a month. So we understand online marketing, blogging, fast turnaround video and social media. As a marketer, I'm curious what's on that YouTube channel. Obviously, I can go and have a look. But it would be worth talking about what's on that channel and what the benefit is to me as a customer that you get over 20,000 clicks a month. Is it that you're sharing extremely interesting content? Is it that the videos you make for your clients are so bloody interesting that people love watching them? Or is it just that this channel is the channel where you're sharing the videos belonging to your clients? So simply it's just getting that traffic. I want to know what's behind that. That is potentially quite a powerful story and you're not making the most of it. We have access to some of Europe's top camera, video and event production people. I mean, that's quite compelling. I think that could probably be a bit more upfront and central. What else have we got here? Help brands, agencies, effectively communicate their messages. I just feel like you could say that in a more exciting way. And again, getting behind the eyes of your clients and into the brains of your clients. Thinking about what problems your videos are solving. Well, why do they want a video? What difference is a video going to make to their bottom line, to their confidence, to their team, all of those things, and start to understand the impact of your work. We also offer freelance camera editing and production services. Again, there I would talk about how smart your team are, how they don't need to be told twice, how they get things done before deadline, how easy to work with they are, how good they are at understanding what people need, even when people don't have the skills to explain that in plain English, because I know that's a problem that technicians often have, is translating what's in the brain of the client into actual practical, something that can be applied and done in real life. So if your team can do that, I would really be talking about that, because that is really important stuff and very useful. Daniel spent 8 years working with a number of global creative communication agencies, including General Austin. I don't know who these people are. I would explain what you got from that, why that makes you a good person to run the creative agency that's going to do my video. I would talk about why you wanted to go freelance, anything about working with individual customers, customer relationship, being able to tailor make things, being able to think outside of the box, all of those things. I would talk about why. If that's true, I would put that in your kind of biog here. I like that it's short and snappy. I just think that what you're saying could be so much more relevant to your customers here. And I really do get the feeling that you've got some really useful things to say. I'll work. Let's have a look. Some more work with Channel 4 Film 4. Oh, you've done some stuff at Adventure. Lovely. What's camera sense? Again, there is some really important information here. But I think that you could do something quite clever in turning this around. And turning it into more of a list of solutions. So get more clients, convince the board, get funders on board, get your team functioning properly, convince your team about a change that's happening, consumer marketing, online education. Educate and engage consumers on pressing issues and social change. I also want to know, promotional videos, I also want to know how much you, and this is a really important question that I have actually, how much you you work with the design of the story in the video. Do you just turn up with a camera, or will you help me plan actually what goes into the film? How much are you going to set up the scenes and help me decide where to shoot? That whole production process and the conversations that happen before you actually start rolling, I would really like to hear how you get involved in that and break that down a bit, because I think that would be a major concern for me in setting up to make a video, is how much support I'm going to get. Are you going to take it over completely? Are you going to let me have my ideas? Are you going to give me input into that? So I would talk more about that process rather than the sort of, you've kind of broken this down with the brain of, kind of with the studio brain rather than with the customer's brain. And the more you can get into the customer's brain here and break that down according to the stages of the process that the customer is going to experience and the different things that they might want to use a video for in their language. So consumer marketing, online education, I can kind of work out what that is because I'm a marketer, but also I can feel that I have to do like 2 or 3 leaps to work out what that is in practice. And if you could say that in plain English, immediately that's going to make it much easier to understand. As a technical company, you have to really work a little bit harder to overcome the stuff that your customers are going to bring about technical stuff that I don't know how this works. I don't know how to do it. Yes, you can do the kitten, that's fine. Your customers are going to be bringing some baggage that they feel overwhelmed, that they won't be able to talk to you and have a sensible conversation because you know so much more than them. And the more you can work to break that down, the more appealing you are going to be to your potential clients. So moving on to clients, let's have a look. List of clients, some lovely people we've worked with. I mean, I'm really getting the feeling that you're actually quite a joy to work with, and you're really warm, and that you're leaving little clues, and that's a great clue. Also, your list of clients include Buddhafield, Green Man Music Festival, Ethical Fashion Forum. You're clearly bleeding heart liberals, which is very appealing to me and will be appealing to a lot of the kind of people that you clearly want to work with. Devon Wildlife Trust. I think it would be great to have some words here. I mean, again, it's lovely and minimalist, and I really like that. And I don't want you to move too far away from the minimalist thing. But you could have a couple of sentences about the kind of clients that you really like working with, the kind of work that you like doing, the kind of stuff that inspires you. But I would include here not just not just the kind of content of the video that you want to work with, but the types of organizations that you most enjoy working with. So you might want to say, I'm guessing, you might want to say you like ideas and values driven organizations. You like people who come with ideas. You might also like to say I would need to talk to you more actually about what really lights you up, but I would be putting things in like, we love it when you bring an inspiring challenge. I'm struggling to put it into words, but I would take some time to think about your best clients and think about what you enjoyed most about working with them in terms of how they came to the table, what they were like as people, how their brains worked, what the project was like, and just think about what you most enjoyed and what made it such a good collaboration. And it's almost like you're putting down in your client section, you're putting down a person spec for your best clients, because the thing is, when you enjoy working with people, generally they enjoy working with you, and you can build a business around working with those types of clients. The more you make it clear in your website that those are the types of clients that you get on best with, you're calling those people out so they feel at home and they feel welcome and they feel more confident about approaching you, because a good fit is a good fit for everybody. So the more you can identify that in your website, the easier and quicker it's going to be to find clients that are just a joy to work with. You can also identify a certain scale of business if you have issues with clients coming to you with no budget. It's okay to kind of put sort of qualifying questions in your person spec if that's an issue, but I'm guessing it's not too much of an issue for you. Okay, testimonials, let's have a look. Testimonials, here we go. Kind words from Channel 4. Nice to lead with Channel 4, I like that. Jumping back a little bit actually, on your homepage, I'd actually rather see, your Channel 4 testimonial here. I'd rather see key pieces from the things that I've discussed in your about page, your work and your clients. I'd rather see a montage of that. I'd rather see some video footage of you talking about what lights you up, talking about your best clients, talking about how you like to approach the video making process. That's what I'd like to see here. It is great to see your work, but actually I want to know about you, because I want to know if I can work with you or not. I want to know if I'm going to enjoy spending time with you, because necessarily making a video does involve spending time with you. So that would be how I would want to see this used, and maybe get some video footage of your past clients talking about what they enjoyed about you. And that is what I would put up front and center. And of course, that's a piece of film that you will have made. So it's doing double duty. But I'm not so interested in, excuse me, the content of these videos. You could also include in that video a little montage of your most exciting little bits of film that you've made for clients, your moments of genius. But I would really like to see you being interviewed about what inspires you and how you work and what the process is. That's what I would like to see on the front page, and include some testimonials. And just because I've spotted it here, where it says inspiring people, I would say inspiring your people. So I would, or something along those lines. So making it again much more personal to your clients, much more personal to what they want to do. Because people is such a general word. We inspire people. It's just, I just think it could be much more moving than that. Okay, back to testimonials. Let's have a wee look. Kind words from Channel 4. To get the shots we wanted. I mean, that's just great. Get the shots you want. Get the shots you want. That's a really powerful statement, and I think you could put that up at the top on your front page. The team very professional. Wouldn't hesitate to use any film for communications and events. And that's a bit of a glowing reference, really, isn't it? Let's see who's videos. I'm not actually sure what you're talking about there. Choosing our students' videos, the winners of the Monster High Challenge. Just so nice and so good with the children. It just really sounds like you're very nice people to work with, and I would really like that to not be something that I have to sift through your website to discover. I'd like that to be like what you lead with. We're really, really nice, and we really take the time. We're really nice people, because that's not guaranteed. And if you make that really clear, you've already won like 75% of the battle. I want to employ people who are really, really nice, as long as they can get the job done. And it sounds like you can do both. So that is definitely something to make more of. Thank you very much for sending us your film. Because when you go out season, we had in March, your film has helped in making March a great season. Again, that's nice, but I'm not really sure what I'm not exactly sure what you did and why it was good and why that makes you. I mean, it's kind of positive, but it's not clear. It's not exactly clear what you've done. I'm not sure what that tells me about you. You made a good film. Okay, anyway. Reference from lupus. Three short videos we help with use awareness and improve understanding of lupus for years to come. Daniel was very efficient on the day of the shoot and was good at making our volunteer interviews feel at ease. That's quite important. Very pleased with the professionalism and quality of the finished product. I mean, that does bring up to mind just the question of how you I've got a background in evaluation, so just how you measure the success of your videos and how you set them up to be measured. So we hope will be used to raise awareness and improve understanding of lupus for years to come. I just wondered when you're making films that do this kind of thing, how you can prime your clients to actually measure the success of the film, how they're going to use it, where they're going to use it, who's going to see it. And what impact it's going to have. I mean, that's kind of that's sort of another step on, but it just does raise that question in my mind. Because of course, the more effective the videos are for your clients and the more you give them the tools to measure that effectiveness and then feed that back to you, the stronger your testimonials are going to be. So that's my thinking there. Reference from one-to-one media and films to cover. Great. Daniel's business background really allowed him to design a script, take control when needed, and ask all the important questions. I thought so. I thought that you were probably going to be doing something like that. And again, that needs to be upfront and central, that you can do that for your clients. So I'd like to see somewhere around the homepage or the about page or our work page, or probably all three actually. You need a film, you don't know how the hell to go about it. We will walk you through it and we will help you work out what the film needs to say, how it's going to say it, and we will help you shoot a beautiful film. And the whole process is going to be a pleasure and a delight. And at the end of it, you're going to feel like you have an incredible business and you're going to be very, very proud of the work that you do, because we're going to show it in such a good light. And that there is really the crux of what you want to be saying to your clients. And you're not saying that explicitly anywhere on your website. I just want to send you a quick note to say thank you for promotion. We want to help to put together the content, filmed and edited the material to produce the final film. It really has been a very successful campaign. It's a pleasure to work with and I'm highly professional. The other thing I would say is that it sounds like you're not giving your clients leading questions when you're asking them for testimonials, and I will send you some questions that you can use, because actually it's quite difficult to know as a client what you need to say in a testimonial, and by asking the right questions you can elicit the information that you need to have not only have very powerful testimonials, but also know what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong, and to improve that and to make the most of what you're doing right and say that more clearly back to your new customers. So testimonials is really the mixing ground for understanding all the stuff that I'm talking about and working out what it is that you're getting right, so that you can then start to say that more clearly to your potential clients in your introductory sections here. Let's have a little look what else you've got. Easy tools for streaming your event or performance. Rewilding live stream. Oh, how exciting. Hashtag Lee Scratch Perry comes to room, music for Zia's using slider. Where to place 3 cameras when filming an event. Charity video. Great. It looks like you've got some really great content here. The only thing that I would say about this is just think about who is reading this blog and why they're reading it and how they're going to use it. Because there was something about this title that made my brain kind of freeze up slightly. I mean, subjects that I would probably want to see here is how do you choose? I mean, an obvious one is how do you choose a video production company, and breaking that down. DIY, I mean, you're kind of offering some DIY filming stuff, which is great, and I think you could break that down. You could break that down: multi-camera video production, bulletproof, better in the flesh than on plastic. Ooh, the real life Barbie. I mean, multi-camera video production. So this is a really great example. So be clear who your audience is. By all means, write articles for the film and production industry, talking about what you do and reflecting on it for your peers, if you want to do that. But I would put that in, I would write that in a film and production journal or blog or something. Your clients kind of need to know more. Just I would really be focusing your blog on people who don't necessarily know about video. They might be wanting to film an event themselves. They might be wanting to know about how to get the sound right themselves. They might be thinking about how to turn their idea into a story that's going to really work for video. It's just really getting into their brain and helping them with stuff in quite simple terms, like easy to use terms. And coming back to the emotional brain, my guess is that your clients, the thing that they most want to feel around this whole topic of film and video is, okay, great. Yeah, they want to breathe a big sigh of relief. It's probably quite stressful for most people wanting to approach this, whether they're wanting to book a whole video and organize that. I mean, that's quite a big job. It's usually something on top of the existing workload. So it's like an extra piece of work. So there's the added stress with that. So the more you can kind of take a load off their shoulders with your blog by, oh, well, you can do this and you can do that. And notice where, when you're talking with clients, where you give them tips, where you kind of say, oh, you can do that. And they go, oh, thank you, that's great. Notice when you do that. Make a note of it in your notebook when you get home or you know, after the meeting. Just scribble it down and keep it all in a file for ideas. And then when you've got time, you can turn each one of those tips into a blog post. They don't have to be long. They don't have to be complicated. It's just, you want to be working to get to that point with each post of, oh, thanks, Danielle. And design your blog around that if you're going to pursue the blogging route, basically. If you're telling stories about the work that you've been doing, again, you can turn those stories into a little educational piece for your clients. So talking about this rewilding thing, you might talk about something that was difficult and how you managed it. You might talk about an idea that you had about how to make the process easier, blah, 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 blah. So use it as a storytelling vehicle, again, to help your clients get to, we could do that. That's another angle that you could take. So just understand what the emotional shift is that you're wanting to create in your clients, which might be a bit of a new concept for you as a technical company, that you do technical things, but actually what you're doing is video is about moving people. And if you can just shift that awareness from simply the filmmaking arena to how you connect with your clients, I think that's going to really take your website to the next level and take your business to the next level, because it's a mindset that really shifts the way that you do everything, actually the way you design everything, your whole customer process. Okay, Angelfish Live. What is this? Okay. Ah, Green Man, okay. So you must know Dixie. The major blah, 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 blah. Right, okay. Well, that's a whole other string to your bow, isn't it? You're not making enough of that. This is my brain going tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. What I'm thinking about is what this means in terms of your clients, that you can do this. Yeah, so this is really telling me that you're a safe pair of hands, that you can manage the whole damn thing, whether it's video production or live events, live streaming. Okay, so what I'm thinking is that a key part of how you tell your story is the way that you can just take that stress off of your client's shoulders. You can help design the script, the story for the videos, the event. You can set up the live streaming. You have got it. You can take this and you can do it. And your clients can rely on you to do the whole job from start to finish. Yeah. I would much rather that you weave this Angelfish Live thing into our work. Let's just jump back here. Yeah. Much rather that you do that, because actually it's potentially the same people that want live events as want videos. They might want them at different times. So it's thinking, it's the shift in perception for you from the kind of breaking down the types of work that you do to thinking about the types of clients that you work with and talking to those people. So I would really like you to weave the live events thing into here. And again, think about the kind of problems that you're solving for your clients rather than the specific kind of things that you offer, and break it down according to that. So you need to reach an audience, you've got an event that needs managing, da, 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 da. If that doesn't really make sense, then do get back to me. But yeah, I wouldn't have that separately. And I don't think it just isn't as clear as it could be. And I think there's no reason for you don't need to have a separate website for that, because it's about you, it's about Daniel. It's about Daniel and how reliable he is and how enjoyable he is to spend time with and how he's just your man, basically. For everything technical. For everything technical. That's it, really. Everything technical, sound and video for your company. Okay, contact. Da, 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 da. I'd like some more pictures of you, actually. I'd really like to have a picture of you rather than a map. I don't really need a map, particularly. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, photograph of you, please. Email address. Yeah, and there's no, I mean, mailing list. Send a monthly tip, monthly kind of. Stop getting stressed about video film production and technical stuff. You know, Daniel's your friend, Daniel's your man, Daniel will sort you out. Yeah. If you felt inspired in that direction, you've probably got enough work coming in anyway. So, there you are. Any questions, let me know. Whoop, I think you can see me now, can't you? Yes. So, there's your review. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that it helps you shift your business up to the next level. Lots of love. Bye.